evening, ladies and gentlemen. Contemporary 2014 and Port Raleigh Productions are proud to present Mystery Radio Theater, brought to you this week by Smith's Ties. North, south, east, west, a new fashion idea has popularized bow tie style all year round. Smith's Ties is the name, smartness is the reason. Wear neatly formal, nonchalantly fluffed, flared in any way that suits your whim. Past, present, future, it is the one bow tie that stylists say is tied correctly. Smith's exclusive silks brings you the season's popular patterns months ahead so you can always stay in fashion. Smith's ties are also available in simple black and white designs for evenings requiring formal dress. There are plenty of styles for men and styles for boys as well that save mother all that fuss and bother. Developed by Dr. John Smith in Great Britain, the secret of Smith tie supremacy is its patented undercover chassis, which is flexibly adjustable so you can model the tie into any shape you like. One try-on will convince you. Smith's bow ties. Bow ties are cool. And now, we present this week's edition of Mystery Radio Theater and the adventures of Frank Boddy, Detective.
Alright, wheel that thing down to the lab and let the girls get to work. I want to know everything there is to know about that body in 1 hour. Chief, we got a problem.
Hey, there's no need to shout. Sitting right here. Wants the coffee too?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chief. So how's the undercover treating you? A little rough, I see. Made any arrests yet?
Cute, Bullock. Cute. So what's the problem we got now?
It's Frank Boddy, Chief. He's dead.
Boddy, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's no mistaking that hideous tie of his.
Oh, jeez. Hand me the rag, will you? So where'd you find him?
Down by the docks near Platform 7. Whoever killed him stuffed him in an oil drum and tossed him into the ether. They weren't smart enough to use a wooden barrel because he got caught in the port's magnetic field.
How long was he out there?
Don't know. Corpse has been ravaged by the temporal forces. He was out there unprotected in all that flux. You know what that does to a body.
Yeah, makes our job really difficult.
That's not all, Chief. There's more. The people who originally found it are claiming salvage rights on the body.
Who wants to do what now?
They are saying they have legal claim to the body as they found it in etheric space and not on port property.
Oh, for the love of Mike. They can't be serious. Who are these clowns?
Funny you should say that, Chief. They're called Dr. Fantastical's Time-Traveling Circus, or Carnival, or Show, or I don't know, something like that. They've got circus types coming out of the woodwork. I can't keep track of all their names, but I do remember it was Dr. Fantastical. I think he's been here before.
So how did they find him? Wait, let me guess. Methyl barrel, methyl hull, magnetization. Something around those lines, right?
You got it, Chief.
Well, it's all evidence now. They can have the barrel back after we're done with it, but they're not having Frank. What the devil do they want to do with him anyway? A sideshow or a weekend at Bernie's?
They say they can bring him back.
Back? No way. Not in a million years. He's dead and been dead in the flux. So how do they plan to bring him back anyway?
Science.
Science.
I'm just quoting the good doctor.
Well, the good doctor can take his science back to some other precinct. In our one, we bury our dead, especially if they wore the badge.
Were you close, Chief?
Yeah, he was a good cop. Even a better private eye, though I'd never say that to his face. Guy could be a real flame sometimes. But he didn't deserve this.
It's gonna be hard keeping a lid on this one, Chief. What with all the press around.
He could go public with this one. So many people showing up this weekend, they should have saw something.
Well, we don't really have much to go on right now. A body in a barrel, that's about it. Don't know how or where he was killed, let alone who killed him. What are we gonna tell the press?
Well, maybe we'll make those vultures work for us for a change.
You think Capone killed him?
Nah. If Capone had killed him, he never would have let him outside. But well, maybe he knew something. I'll check word out and see if we can find or arrange a meeting. Maybe we can talk to the boys and they'll know something. Get a little lucky.
Well, Chief, it's definitely Boddy. ID was still in his wallet, money too. So I'm saying it was done deliberately. Personal grudge or professional hit. It's not accidental or a random act of violence.
Murder?
It looks that way. Still can't tell what did him in, though. Corpse is in pretty bad shape, so I don't know if there are signs of a struggle yet. There's what appears to be a small puncture wound on the left side of the chest. The neck is broken and part of the skull's been caved in. However, some of that may have occurred when he was stuffed into the barrel when the barrel collided with the ship.
So we don't know if he was shot, stabbed, or clubbed.
Or beaten and choked. Anything else you can tell us right now?
Not at this time. I've only completed a preliminary exam. I'm fixing to do a full post-mortem right now. I'll let you know as soon as I find anything else.
Right. So while that's happening, I need you to send Sanchez... Stanton. To Frank's office. Take his secretary, Doris, into protective custody. We'll find out from her who Frank was working with.
You got it, Chief.
Then let McGee and Sanchez know I've been pulled off the crowd control. They're working homicide.
They'll probably kiss you for that.
Oh, they can thank me later. They can kiss the Barney someone they want. I'm going to need someone to start retracing Frank's steps now, though. Last 2 weeks. Construct a timeline. Hopefully identify some suspects.
Anything else, Chief?
Yeah, gun, bottle of whiskey, and 1 or 2 bullets. I've got a little over 24 hours until the security set up for the fair. I want to get my TA meetings done. I really don't have a murder and shenanigans following things up. We'll meet back here in 1 hour to go over things.
Right. See you then, Chief.
Detective Frank Boddy has been found dead, murdered on the eve of Port Raleigh's first ever World's Fair. Who could have possibly killed such an experienced detective? An old rival? A jealous lover? A crazed cultist? For the thrilling conclusion to our story, follow the continuing adventures of the Contemporary and her crew in their latest chapter, Murder at the World's Fair, performed live at the North Raleigh Hilton during the last weekend in June. Mystery Radio Theater and the Adventures of Frank Boddy, Detective is produced by Contemporary 2014 and Port Raleigh Productions. It was recorded in the Mistress's Closet recording studios on March 30th, 1933. Our chief sound engineer is Mike Monahan. Our equipment is provided by Jamin and Joel Skipper, featuring the voice talents of J.P. Molyneux as Chief O'Hara, Katie Voss as Captain Iris LeBlanc, and Heath Jones as the coroner. Contemporary 2014 is an experiential steampunk convention that invites you to step into the story. Join us on June 27th through the 29th at the North Raleigh Hilton for our 3rd annual extravaganza. Once again, we remind you that this installment is brought to you by Smith's Ties. Bow ties are cool. Thank you and have a good night.
Programming note, you can see Frank Boddy live June 27th to 29th in Port Raleigh. More information is available on the Aether Network at www.contemporal.org or on the Robot Network at Contemporal Morada Niktu. Up next, Cooking with Humans.